Did I hear that loathing hoarse voice? How disturbing it really sounded for my sensitive feline ears. I walked it around, looking for where that horrible sound was coming from. And I found it came from a TV screen. My human daddy was watching the presidential debate between Trump and Biden. I put my soft tush on the floor and just stared at the debate. I wasn't sure which of the two guys had the horrible grouchy voice. When Trump spoke, I immediately recognized that it came from that orange-faced human. My ears lowered themselves, annoyed by his god-awful, loud, arrogant vocalizations. Meow, meow. Oh, it hurts my ears. How could my sweet daddy sitting on the sofa tolerate that orange-skinned man's voice? I meowed at my human caretaker. He heard me and looked down at me. Obviously, he saw how my furry face, eyes, and ears looked like downcast, sad-looking, with lowered eyes and bent-down ears. With empathy, he said,
I'm sorry that this guy is bothering you, but I need to watch the debate in order to decide who to vote for.
I gazed up at him, understanding his honest sympathy. He then turned his head and watched the debate. I just sat there, dealing with that fat orange monkey screaming and interrupting Biden on and on. Meow, meow. My daddy doesn't know that I have a secret magic. I can disappear into thin air, go somewhere else, and appear similar to how Star Trek's transporters work. You know what I mean? I lifted my soft butt off the floor and walked away into the kitchen. There, I blinked in my beautiful green eyes twice and dissipated myself into thin air. In a few seconds, I appeared from nowhere right on the debate stage. I'm sure Dad would gawk and pop his eyes out with shock as soon as I appeared on TV. I then sauntered toward Biden and rubbed my soft, furry body against his leg. He leaned down and petted me with a gentle smile. That despicable man standing across from Biden looked really mad, jealous. A baby fat boy, I can tell for sure. Then I slowly turned it around and approached the orange monkey dude. I scowled and growled at him. Frightened, he looked down at me with wide open eyes and tight, angry lips. With an ultimate speed, I ran and jumped up on his shoulder. He struggled to get me off, pulling me with his fat orange hands with effort, but my claws kept me attached onto him. He twirled, shook, and jumped his blubbery body frantically. I quickly put my front paws on his orange face and scratched him here and there pretty bloodlines on his forehead, cheeks, and chin. He moaned and groaned, and Chris Wallace, the Fox News moderator, shouted, "Get that cat out of here!" Soon, the guard showed it up. They ran after me, trying to grab me, but to no avail, for I just disappeared into thin air. Poof! I was gone. Back home, I walked back into the living room and sat on the floor in front of my daddy, feeling proud of myself. He just gazed down at me with a sense of disbelief I could tell. He asked me, "How did you do that?" I just meowed at him sweetly. He then sighed and smiled. He said, "Well, you got it. I'm going to vote for Biden. Thank you." He scooped me up and hugged me gently. I purred happily, snuggling in his arms. Meow, meow. Please, you humans, vote!